Yeah, good morning guys. It's been a while since I've done any cooking on here. Frying me up some bacon. I'm about to burn up the bacon because when I laid this bacon on there, I thought, you know what, I ought to record this. I'm using my new mic on it. Don't know how long it'll last because I turned on my GoPro camera and the battery's dead, but I had my little external battery that I bought with it, the Media Mod. So it ought to hold up to it. It's hot out here this morning. It's Sunday, June 3rd. No, June 2nd. It's June 2nd. Got a lot I need to be doing today. I need to cut grass. I need to weed eat. I need some to kill some weeds today too, but ain't got no, or should I say Roundup. I need some grass killer and stuff. My driveway's getting taken over by clover. I need to get that taken care of. What I'm gonna do is dice up some potatoes. I'm gonna cook this bacon first. Hope everybody's had a good 4th of July weekend going. Today's show is brought to you by Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. And it ain't Anheuser-Busch. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, my boys next door didn't get me no beer this holiday weekend. We'll have to talk to them about that, I reckon, or raise the rent. But anyway, yeah, we've had a pretty rough week at the shop the past couple of weeks. Old Chuck rushed to the emergency room 2 Thursdays ago. He's been out 2 weeks. He was supposed to come back Wednesday. Well, I got the text message Wednesday. I didn't think that was gonna happen. He said that he actually did have a heart attack. So he's gonna be out till the middle of August. So guess what? I've got one guy left in the shop, Steven, sewing slings. I've got 2 new people. Got one girl. Well, she come in Friday morning, arm all wrapped up in a ace bandage and stuff. She just got back from the hospital. She had fell and broke her wrist. She's actually come along pretty good too. She couldn't sew. Had to send her back to the house. I'm hoping once they get a splint on her that she will be able to sew. So that meant I lost one of my sewers. I hope she can come back after she gets cast on and splint. And then I've got a new guy in the rigging shop. He's come along all right. You know, we'll see how it turns out. This day and time I always have doubts about things, but he's doing all right. He's doing good. He just hope he stays with me and don't get in any kind of trouble and get locked up. My other guy I had back, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Well, he's still in jail. He won't be out till after probably the first of the year. I told him he has his job back though when he gets out. He's a pretty good worker. So, with that all being said, the only person that can work in this shop is me. The new people don't know enough to carry their own weight right now at all. Still have to watch everything they do and still have to show them everything to do. But that's just the way it goes. And put this old press on there to flatten this out a little bit. I like my bacon flat. Tell you what, I can tell I'm getting older. All these people think they got fast trucks because they put loud pipes on them. Once you grow up, you realize you don't want to hear that crap no more unless you're at the racetrack, you know what I mean? Now, I like a nice low rumble, you know. A lot of your Corvettes has got a nice low rumble. Some of your Mustangs that's come out's got a nice sound to them, but these that take their mufflers off and still have their converters on and all that, it ain't nothing but a noise box. Any vehicle out there can just about pass them. Anyway, that's my rant. It does annoy the far out. I mean, I used to have my truck that way. And quit doing it. Couldn't stand the noise. I've even got to the point now, driving to work. I used to drive like heck going to work. It'd be 80 plus mile an hour going to work. Just getting mad, get out of my way, get out of my way. I used to didn't be that way, but I got that way. And I thought one day, after seeing a couple of really bad wrecks, I thought, you know what, you better slow it down or you're gonna wind up like that. So that's what I did. I slowed down. If it's 70 miles an hour, I'll run 71. I don't care what people think about me, and I stay in the right-hand lane. So, I guess that's called growing up, ain't it? Or getting old. Old grill's still doing really good. Hadn't been cooking as much out here on it. I've been really tired lately, so I hadn't really felt like cooking. Been going to the Mexican restaurant around the corner a lot. But now I'm getting tired of that. Not tired of the beer though, beer's still good. But I'm gonna cook this bacon up. She wants me to cook up some sausage. Last night went to a little old fireworks show in White House, Tennessee at the soccer fields. Took Luke, that's the first time he's ever been to a fireworks show. But we got there. Now Luke, if it gets at 7:30, he's ready to go to bed. He gets in bed about 8:15. And I knew it'd be late. He'd be tired and be like, I'm ready to go home. So we get there, sit down, one firework goes off, Daddy, home, Daddy, home. I said, son, we just got here. It ain't gonna be that long. The whole time he's, Daddy, gonna go home. Which the explosions hurts his ears. He's got really sensitive ears. But we had his earphones on, or ear muffs. So I'm glad we took those. But he was tired, and I tell you one thing, he's been playing Minecraft all the time now. I think he's done got addicted to it. I'm gonna have to limit his time on it now. But I think that's what he was wanting to do. He was wanting to play Minecraft, and we had fireworks here at the house, and I think he wanted to come home and shoot them off it, but we're not ready yet. Hey, I got some sausage on here. It's almost done, or the bacon's almost done. Huh? Bacon's almost done. I'm fixing to pull it up.
Yeah. Nice warm.
Well, I don't know if you want nice warm today. It's hot out here, buddy. Huh? Check this bacon here. Oh yeah. Bacon ready to come on off there.
I good boy. Me.
Well, I know you're a good boy.
I cook.
I know you got burnt the other day when you was cooking. So I'd suggest you leave this grill alone when I ain't looking.
No,
You got burnt.
Yeah, you burnt.
Oh, you burnt your arm. I ain't got burnt. You did.
You did.
All right, boy, argue with the stop sign.
No, you did. Oh, you burnt.
I didn't see him do it. He didn't tell me nothing about it, but I know what he did. He reached over here like that and laid his arm right on the edge of that. And when I went in, I seen a red welt across his arm. I said, "Did you burn yourself?" Yeah. He wasn't gonna tell me he done it.
No, but no.
You did burn yourself.
I did.
Now, I know you're a good boy. I'm gonna keep you a good boy and keep you unburnt.
I'm good.
I got it.
Oh, you're burnt.
You gonna flip that over?
Yep.
All right. Don't burn yourself now.
No.
Come over here, now flip it. Pick it up, flip it. Easy. Don't do it so hard. Use your other hand. There you go. Now chop it up. All right. Good job.
You're good.
All right. Good old bacon. I'm gonna try something different on these potatoes this time. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try it. So, I got them potatoes diced up. I'm gonna throw them on here. I'm gonna get that bacon grease off because I've noticed it gets way too salty, especially when I put seasoning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these potatoes down. I'm gonna put some water under there, steam them up, get them soft, take that dome off, and get some more oil on there, really hot, and then start frying them up. See what happens. What? Campfire?
Yep.
I don't think so. Well, not really. But if you want it to call it a campfire, you call it a campfire. It's fine. I know you're hungry. Tell you what, we've been having some pretty bad storms moving through the area. We had a really, I think it was, can't remember what day it was, Thursday? We had storms roll through. I did some GoPro shots of the lightning, but I don't think it turned out well. I'm gonna keep messing with it and see what comes up of it, but I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff, so I'm just experimenting. Kind of the same way I do when I'm cooking. It's all just an experiment. I'll start preparing that side of the grill for my taters. Tell you what, got that one right there. That one, it cleans it off pretty good. I had this little one here. Hands, knuckles get too hot with it. It does pretty good, but that one there is a little thinner, and I don't know, it might dig on it a little bit too much because you don't ever get down to the metal, but yeah, man, it does pretty good. And yeah, I did say, yeah, man. I guess there's more men that watch this than ladies, but I should have said, yeah, let's just keep it gender neutral here, men and women. It's a habit I got. Somebody will say something, I'll say, yeah, man. And we all got our quirks. What you got? Oh, boy. Go throw it in the garbage can. It would be great to be a kid again. Not a worry in the world. But that ain't gonna happen for a while. When I say it ain't gonna happen for a while, maybe I'll be reincarnated again to a kid. Oh man, did you see that? I've never had that stuff pop off the grill like that. That's the first time. Just enough heat and just enough grease under it to make it pop. But yeah, talking about work, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. 'Cause we got a damn good business. We just ain't got no damn good workers this day and time. The ones I got though are good, I tell you. Old Chuck, you couldn't find a better person than Chuck. Steven, same way. He's loyal. And I mean, what more can you ask for? All my people, Erica, Dad, we all loyal. The new people, I hope they turn out to be loyal. But they're new, you don't know. I'm not knocking them or nothing like that. But this day and time, you never know. I worry every morning I get up wondering if everybody's gonna show up for work. So, with not having many people, I can't get this work out the door. But I ain't gonna quit. People will just have to get it when they get it. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried. I mean, you can only do what you can do. I've been trying to hire people, and they just don't stick with it. It's a hard job. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's easy for me, but I'm getting older now, so I'm not in the shape I used to be. I can still do it, but it's hard to do all the office work and all the shop work by yourself. Like, you know, well, that's the problems I'm running into. Look at that. Yeah, I had to go in and get another miller. My neighbor over there, he put some beehives. I don't know if you can see them, little white boxes out there. Put some beehives in about 2-3 weeks ago. I was gonna do that when I was a kid myself. I read up on them, bought the boxes, had somebody that was gonna give me a queen and all that, and I just never did follow through with it. I wished I had have. We gotta keep our honeybees around because without them, we got a lot of problems. I can tell you, there's been a bad disease going around with honeybees. I think, I might be wrong on this, but I think some of them like killer bees or something and getting in some of them hives too and messing them up. So once again, got to protect our borders, even on the bees. But yeah. All right. Get some of this off of here. Y'all probably said, oh no, leave that on there. Yeah, you're right, probably should. But for me, now, I used to just salt the heck out of everything. And I guess I still do, but not quite as much. Yeah, it gets, that bacon grease got a lot of salt in it. So I want to cut it back a little bit. So I'm going to put them taters down. I'm going to get this good and hot first. Let me do that. Turn her up a little bit there. Wind's blowing it. It scared me. Oh, me. Wind's up on these flat tops. That wind can affect you a lot, even wintertime. You get a hot day like today with no wind, though, it cook good. Got me a big old roll. Believe it or not, my wife throwed it out here to me. Usually she hoards them because she knows I'll go through them real quick. Getting her trained pretty good, I'd say. I'm cranky today for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm cranky this morning. I don't like being cranky. I won't be in a little while though. Yeah, I've always liked Miller High Life. I didn't drink a whole lot of it. I like them little ponies. You know, them things are good. Boy, you put them in a cooler, bunch of ice in it, man, get them things good and cold. Man, them little High Life ponies was good, boy. Should have bought some of them. But I still got all my beer making equipment in the garage. I just ain't wanting to take the time to make it. I got the ingredients for 2 different batches. And I think I got one batch, it might be 5.5 or 6%. I think I got another one that's 8%. I prefer the higher gravity beers myself. They just, to me, taste better and get more bang for your buck. but they will knock you down too. You gotta be careful with them. But hey, I shut down Monday. I don't need to, but y'all have heard me say I ain't had a vacation in 14 years. And I've had the normal days off, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. But took an extra day this year. Since 4th was on Tuesday, I said, hey, let's just close down Monday, because I'm gonna have to rest up for these next 2 months. I can guarantee you. Another statistic, can't hardly say that. Like old Chuck, man, you know, that's just awful what happened to him. You ain't gonna find a finer feller than old Chuck, I tell you. He's a good feller. All right, see if we got this hot. Let's throw down some olive oil. Get that good and hot. Use this to keep that spread around there. Want that oil to get good and hot. Got a little smoke coming off there, which is what I want. Get some more on there. Or let's get taters on there, see what happens here. I left the skins on these. I don't particularly, most time I don't like the skins on an Idaho potato. But you take them golden potatoes, I really like the skin on them. I don't know. I don't know, they just, these got more of an earthy taste to them, I guess you'd say. Whereas those golden ones have a not quite so earthy, and I don't know, maybe a little sweeter tasting. I don't know. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dome it here. See if I got the size right. Oh yeah. Now, that's what we're gonna do right there. We're gonna get them cooked on the inside, and then take that lid off, and then I'll start browning them up real good. I went in there and I said, got the biscuits in the oven yet? Because she come out here and asked me, I want some biscuits. I said, yeah, we always eat biscuits. I wasn't in the oven wasn't on. I'm like, where's the biscuits at? Thought we had some, we don't. It's all right. I got plenty of bacon, and eggs, and taters. It'll be all right. I could use one less biscuit or two. Y'all are to see me. Y'all only see up to here. But I got this shirt on with some bright colored, bluish looking shorts, ankle socks, and beige Crocs. You talking about redneck. I'm redneck. Hey, I like that shirt. Best Daddy-O. I don't know if I showed y'all that before or not, but it's what my boy got me for Christmas. This past Christmas, I believe it was. Yeah, it was. I like it. It's a really soft shirt. I like them real soft ones. Pretty out here, ain't it? Pretty quiet most of the time. Boy, I tell y'all what, I got a doe that's been hanging out here, and she gotten a little bit too used to everything. She right out there on the back side of my fence where I mow on the outside, she'll lay a lot of times in that mowed area because the grass protects her from one side and the fence and all that, and she can kind of see what's going on. I didn't know she was back here. One day I walked around behind my shed to do something, and all of a sudden I heard that snorting going. I don't know what scared me to death. I didn't know what it was there for a second. She got up walking off, you know, all stout looking and all. I thought, damn, woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. But anyway, she got on out there and started snorting again. And I found her right here by on the side of the house, laying under a bush. She'll sleep there a lot of times. And then out front on the side of my house here by the driveway, she'll lay in that grass right there a lot of times. I see her all the time. In the mornings if it's dark, when I pull out my driveway, there's a little pond across the street. And my headlights shine over there, and she's over there every morning. She's just taking up residence around here. I like that though, that's all right. Let's see what's going on with these taters. Well, yeah, I lick my fingers. It's all right, it's my wife and my boy. All right. Yeah, it's kind of gonna stick a little bit. The reason why they probably sticking a little bit is because of the starch that's in them. Now, I may be wrong on that. Like I said, I am not a cook. I just like to cook. And we'll unstick them. I think what I'll do, put a little bit more olive oil on there. I use olive oil on all this cooking. Let's get that up under there. And we'll toss them taters a little more. Get a little bit more oil on them. A lot of people make fun of the way I talk. Can't help it. It does seem though, like when I do videos and stuff, I do sound like I get a little bit more country talking. Sometimes I will do it on purpose, but it's very rare that I do it on purpose. So like today, the way I talk. If I got my friends like Steven around and we're cutting up, I seem to be a little bit more country. Now, that being said, I really ain't country. I'm from Georgia, so it makes me a redneck. I was raised out around the outskirts of Atlanta. Our shop was in Atlanta. And I was born in Marietta, Georgia. Grew up till I was about 12 in Smyrna, Georgia. I was around in the old Civil War Historical District where I grew up at. Really neat place. It was off Concord Road in Smyrna. I used to play down there around the covered bridge when I was a kid. Railroad tracks went through there, old Civil War. There was a building back here with just walls. The way I understand it, they made Confederate clothing during the Civil War there at that place. And a lot of people at the time didn't know it was back there. And yeah, it was a neat place. I wished I could find one of my old friends, old Andrew, and I think it's Andrew Phillips, I think was his name. I wished I could run across him. He lived in an old Civil War house that was used as a hospital back in the war. Old graveyard in front of it and everything. It was spooky. I'd give anything to go back over there and mess around and whatnot. I kind of want to get into metal detecting a little bit more. I've got a Garrett Pro metal detector. Well, Luke does. My father-in-law gave it to Luke. He's only 9. I didn't want to tear it up, so I use it. But yeah, I'd like to get into a little bit more of that. There's an old house down the street from me that got, they bulldozed it, really old. And I wished I'd have known it was fixing to do that, because I'd have liked to ask them could I metal detector in it. Of course, me not being a professional metal detector, I'd be digging up more tin cans than anything probably. Because I'm sure there's always a lot of garbage around, but there's always a lot of treasure where people dropped it and whatnot. So yeah, I'd like to have done that. But yeah, talking about Georgia, yeah, we had our shop in Georgia. Dad did. And he opened that up in 1971. And there was 3 of them that opened it up. It was my dad, Bob Westerman, Robert Ashley, and David Bishop. They all opened that up. I think it was $5,000 a piece they put into it to get it opened up. And boy, that went a long way. They did really well. Well, David Bishop, they bought him out. He went out to Texas and opened up Bishop Lifting out in Houston. And you talking about doing good, I'm gonna tell you, he did good. And David Bishop's still alive. Robert Ashley, he passed away, and so did his wife. I hated to see that happen, but Robert passed away quite a while back, and his wife just recently passed away. But they're good people. Dad opened it up in 1971 in Atlanta. Dad, Robert, and David. And sold it in 91. Did real good off of it too. So Dad stayed out of it till 1998. And I was still working for the company he sold, which was Surtex. And he come up to me one day and asked me, he says, you want to open up your own business? I said, yeah. Well, so anyway, GoPro got hot out here and shut down on me. So anyway, he wanted to know that I want to move to Nashville. We'd have to open up Nashville. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So in 1998, we opened up Custom Sling Company, and it's been good. I'll tell you, it's really good. I've enjoyed it. Going through a little hard time right now with employees, but it's just part of it. We'll get through it. Still, if there's any of y'all that want a job, come talk to me. Old riggers, well, that's the people that's done it before. You know, most people that want to do it still are retired now, not able to. But hey, I'll hire you. You experience, I'll dang sure hire you. I might pay y'all a lot, but we'll do what's fair anyway. I wouldn't change nothing. I like what I do. It's just a little bit more difficult to do it right now. Got a lot of work to do. Got a bunch of 4-leg spreaders to do. I got 2 1-inch 2-leg spreaders I finished up on my previous order. Got to get that done. I got some 4-leg teacup slings I got to do. Yeah, man, I ain't kidding, I got a stack of orders about that thick just for chain and wire rope. About 10 weeks worth of work right there. Unless I can get my new guy starts producing a little bit more, which is not his fault, you just don't know how. Maybe we can cut that down a little bit, but then I'm going to be behind in my office work. Even though I'm off tomorrow, I brought all my work home that I need to do in the office, so I'll probably work all day tomorrow. I may not even cut grass today, I don't know, I don't really want to. That's what I say every time. But it's not too bad cutting grass. That new mower I got, like I said in some other videos, it's kind of a pleasure to cut grass now. You got something good to cut with. Boy, it's hot out. I had some big old thick steaks too. I think they're thick. I ain't looked at them yet. Erica bought them. She usually buys thick ones, but they might not be as thick as them last ones I cooked. But I'll cook them up. I don't know if I want to do them on the flat surface or if I want to maybe cook them on my pellet grill. I don't know. I hadn't run that pellet grill in a while. I might do that because I probably got a brick worth of pellets down in the bottom where moisture's gotten into it. I had that happen one time. Keep it covered, but boxes still can sweat a little bit, kind of like I am. A couple more of these and I ain't gonna want to cut grass. You can tell I'm talking myself out of it already. Got old Luke, a big old, it ain't big, it's one of them little old swimming pools you can buy. It's about, you blow up the top ring, and it holds, I think it's 26 inches. Holds about 500 gallon of water. I'm gonna put that down there around that swing set. It's about the only flat spot I got in the yard. I know he's been dying to get that out, but he was in school. After school was out, he went back to school for a month. We wanted to get him a little bit extra education, and I think he enjoyed it. Naturally, he don't want to be home playing Minecraft, but he did real well. Teachers all love him. But I think since he's out of school now, I think when we go down there, it's gonna kill my grass, my weeds. I'm gonna go down there and put a tarp down. I'm gonna set that pool up for him, and that way he can start playing in it, because he really wants to play in that swimming pool. May do that this weekend also. Well, let me get these potatoes put on. Yep, let me get these eggs put on. Y'all ever watched, I think it's called the Hodgett Twins, or it's what's this, the Conservative Twins they call it on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you, them guys are funny. I always like to say every time they start their show, we got a damn good. And when they get done, they say, that was a damn good. I get tickled every time I hear them do that. Pepper in these new pepper shakers, but on the pepper, I'm used to that other one, it comes out of there real good. This one you gotta really get after it to get the pepper out. The salt comes out pretty good. The salt's what I need to come out that great. There's always a remedy that I can take me another size drill bit, open them up a little bit better. Anyway, eggs, they're gonna cook up fast. Yeah. Well, guys, the GoPro camera got hot and shut down, and then I got my cell phone out, mounted it, and it got hot and went down. I told you it was hot out there. I usually try to keep these out of the sun when I'm doing it, but can't get the right angle on it. Wish I had a roof over my cooking area. That would help a lot. And but y'all know how these GoPros and cell phones do when they get out in the sun. They get hot real quick. But I just didn't want y'all to leave y'all hanging there at the end, so I wanted to finish it off with some sort of a ending video. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'm still working on the 1 3/4 2 legs. There's so much footage to go through on that one. I recorded it for like 3 days, I think, and that's the reason why I haven't got it up yet, and I've got this one up because I knew I could knock this one out fairly quick. So anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all keep watching, and I'll keep cooking, and I'll keep making slings, all right?